All right, here he is, folks, with much fanfare, the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno, another flyweight championship showcase for the former king here tonight, and he believes he's going to be the one sitting on the throne at night's end, Jay.
I mean, John, no one would have ever thought that Brandon Moreno would become the guy that won the championship, fought for the championship. We thought when he had a draw against Davis and Figueiredo, he had overachieved. This man has now won that championship in dominant fashion and put himself right back in line to become champion again. A tremendous story, a tremendous fighter, and a guy that just inspires whenever you see Brandon Moreno.
Yeah, you put that well, and I think because of all the great knockouts in 2022, what he did against Kai Kara-France sort of didn't get the attention it deserved, right? To win a world championship with a body kick, pretty heady stuff. Another highlight for Brandon Moreno. We'll see if he can get another one for the real tonight. All right, so here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. You trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that Hasbulla in his corner.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Islam Makhachev ready to make another major statement here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Brandon, the assassin baby, Moreno! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev!
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo World Champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man has proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. All right, trying to pass here, as Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position.
Oh, right into mount.
Just over 3 minutes to go now.
It's work. I'll stand it up. It's work.
Oh, he's got to be careful there. Yep.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
All right, listen to me, bud. Breathe, relax. I need you to get out there and keep this fight on your feet. I want you to avoid that takedown. The only reason you didn't...
All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round, both landed, multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and it's right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg. Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
And another one. Another strike from the top. Lands for him. Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and that's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
That was nice.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Islam Makhachev going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Makhachev's right back to the full mount. Back mount now. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Moreno's got a nasty cut above the eye. Cutman has his work to do here in advance of round 5. All right, well, the athletes have kept the replay truck busy tonight. We will take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. He opened a cut above his opponent's eye.
And now the cut becomes a story. We are going to have to watch the placement of this cut. Is the blood going to start to leak into the eye? How is he going to be able to fight through the damage that was dealt on those shots? What a great round by his opponent. But now it's on him to make the adjustments that gives himself a chance.
And it's not just the cut man who has his work cut out for him. We'll see if he can make those adjustments and rally here in this next round. Able to block the punch there. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your striking, I don't understand.
This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high to the corner time he was going low. And now he's got him hurt very badly.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Moreno. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Continuing to work out of the half guard.
Changing the position.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Islam Makhachev.
This is where he wants to be.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish his technique.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground. "15 seconds remain in the round." Well, he's got his back now. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round.
Stop!
Sit down. Take a deep breath. That was a great round, man. You're controlling him everywhere, okay? You almost got that arm bar there. I need you to stay tight.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to.
He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here.
Big knee. They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, he's got it locked in tight now.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Makhachev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly. Great defense by this fighter.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. Relentless pressure from the top by Islam Makhachev.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Short elbow, short elbow.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round. He is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Fifth and final round. Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. Big right hand.
Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
There it is. Now he's running him out.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Under 3 minutes remain in round 5. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent. Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Makhachev's got his back again.
He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut. He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. He was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Final 10 seconds of the fight. All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion, or what?
I do believe he's still champion, but that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so he defends the UFC lightweight title tonight, and I think in so doing starts to close the gap on the pantheon of lightweight greats. A hugely successful defense tonight.
Big moment for this man. Every time he goes into the octagon,